and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome to what was a very important night for both Barça and for Xavi. And I think at the end of it right here, guys, it's still very much in the balance between Barça and Napoli. It has ended 1 goal apiece at the Diego Maradona Stadium. Robert Lewandowski and Victor Osimhen, the two number 9s, scoring on Wednesday. And I think, to be honest, guys, there was an opportunity here tonight for Barça. We could have definitely won this game. There was moments, there was chances in front of goal, but as the game went on, Napoli came into it as well, and I think there was questionable decisions as the game went on. We're going to be talking about that not only from the players' side, but also on the coaching side too. It is coming up for you today. So let's get into it. Because as we do, first of all, start with Xavi's lineup tonight, guys, which I've got to say, surprised absolutely none of us. It was the exact team that we predicted there in the preview ahead of this game, and it was obvious what we were going to do. And I think the idea was to line up there with those forward field players, also with Christensen in midfield, of course, adding to the defenders that we had out there. So to be honest, there's 4 centre-backs there in that team, and I think that's what you saw with the defensive side of our game. We actually used it tonight, I feel, to our advantage. We were a little bit more solid, particularly in that first half. And actually, guys, we started this game well. You know, credit where it's due here. Barca came out and showed some intent. And I mean, it's taken the Champions League to get us going, but we looked a bit more free. We looked as though we came out there with the feeling as though we can actually do this. And I think that was important because obviously coming into this game, both teams looked a bit dodgy. We were thinking, okay, which one of them, though, is going to take the chance? And I think Barca tonight showed a bit of a better side, certainly more control in areas of this game. And that's important. In an away Champions League game, you don't want to lose control. You don't want to let the game get away from you. And we didn't do that tonight. We are still very much in this tie. But once again, the one thing that you would say throughout this whole game, and especially in the first half, when we were dominant, we were playing some good football, we were putting the pressure on Napoli, they were on the back foot, they were losing possession there in their own half. We were really pressing them high, winning the ball in good areas and creating chances. But the problem remains, we don't score. We don't score enough from the opportunities that we create there. It should have been a goal at least in that first half, maybe 2. Lewandowski with an opportunity. Gundogan as well there, taking up some really good positions. And Barca should have been ahead going into the break, but Napoli was sort of in the game. You know, Barca are not able to sustain a level. You know, they can show flashes, they can show moments there of quality and a few more moments of control tonight, but we're not able to keep that up for the whole game. Even before halftime there, Napoli came back into it a little bit, even though we did defend much, much better. For most of this game, for much of it, we were able to keep Napoli out. Now, I don't think, to be honest, Napoli offered a great deal, because we know they're having their struggles too. We know we're not up against a team tonight that are full of confidence. They're firing on all cylinders, and that showed in the first half. They did not register a single shot on target in that first half. First time Barca have kept the team out like that since 2016 in the Champions League. But I think when we did then move into that second half, the most important thing was to get ourselves on the score sheet, to get the goal that we did deserve for our performance, and Lewandowski provided it yet again. Is he starting to come back, guys? We've spoken about on the channel quite a lot recently. The goals have been coming. He's definitely been hitting the back of the net more regularly, and also better quality of goals as well. He's scored some really good goals in the past few games, and this one right here, it's exactly what we need. He receives the ball from Pedri in a good area, and again, this is what's improved the first touch with Lewandowski. The way that he's able to take that pass into his stride there, put himself in a really good position in the box, and it's in this area here, in a tight space. He's got a little bit of room to manoeuvre, and yet he takes the chance so well. That is the area of Lewandowski's game that in recent games has improved there, in these positions here, because he takes on the strike, so clinical, so precise there, and it's past the goalkeeper. And that felt as though it was a big goal, not only for Barca, but for Robert Lewandowski himself there, to get us ahead in the game, to give us the goal on 60 minutes, and then we were all thinking, please don't let it slip from here. Because how many times have we as Barca fans this season seen the team score, seen the team show some promise, and then throw it all away? And did we do enough, guys, after that goal to put the game beyond Napoli's reach? Did we do enough in those minutes that followed there, which also showed intent? Because so many times as well this season, we get the goal and we think, okay, we've got one. We find it hard to score. So once we get one, we think, okay, great, we've got our goal. We can retreat now. We can just start to set back, even if it's mentally, even if, we're still putting in the effort, you're still trying to score, but mentally there, are we still switched on to the maximum? Because then Napoli just started to creep back into the game. They started getting a few half chances, putting a few corners into the box, putting a bit of pressure on Barca, getting the fans involved, and then the equaliser seemed inevitable. And the way that it came around, it was obviously not pretty from Barca's point of view. Napoli play it through. Inigo Martinez there, what really happened? Did he slip? Is he actually wanting a foul there on Osimhen? It's not going to be a foul. You've got to be stronger there. You're the last man. You're the last line of defence of Barca. You've got to do whatever it takes to keep it out. But in the end, Osimhen, he's got a great chance in front of goal. Ter Stegen maybe goes down a bit too quickly, a bit too soon, but it's a close range effort. He's never going to miss from there. And Napoli have their goal. And it's another instance here where Barca are ahead in a game. They're looking to have control of it. They're looking to try and actually see this out. We've got to do more in those moments. We have to be stronger. And that's why now my next question is, where were the subs tonight, guys? And again, this is not the first time that we'll be asking this question this season. Many moments there when there's an opportunity to change a game, to actually impact a game there and have a positive effect on the outcome, really. No subs from Xavi until 80 minutes of this match. 80 minutes there, away in the Champions League. By the time we'd made our first sub, Napoli had already made 4 changes to their team. And it just looked as though Barca tonight, they needed some freshness as the game went on. Because the game plan was good. We actually showed they're a good level. We showed improvement tonight. But as it went on, we just needed something. And when you look at the bench, guys, it's not as if there's nobody there. It's not as if we didn't have any options at all to cause an extra threat to Napoli, just to put something in the back of their mind there that they couldn't keep flooding forward because we had players there that could come off the bench and hurt them. But even despite all of that, there was still one moment, wasn't there, right at the end, literally in the final moments, final seconds of the game, Gundogan, and I thought he'd scored. I really did there. The way that he takes on that strike, we've seen it a few times this season. He's so experienced. He's so good in these positions. He takes it on, and I thought he put it in the bottom corner, but it just goes wide of the post. And honestly, I think we could have deserved the win tonight. Barca did play well in moments, and I don't think Napoli, like I say, are feeling good right now. They are hurting just as much as we are in terms of their season, in terms of being low on confidence. We're not playing against a team who are at the absolute top level, and that's no disrespect to them because we're not either. But there was improvement from Barca tonight. What we've got to do is build on that. We are still in this tie. We can definitely go through. We got the home leg to come. We've got to stand up now in that game. We have to make it through to the quarter-final stage because we are in a position to do so. But please, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. What did you make tonight of the display, of the way that Barca approached the game, the tactics and Xavi? But as that game went on, what would you have changed in that second half? What to you looked as though it needed to change? That is what I want to hear from you in the comments down below. And ahead of the second leg, can Barca do it? Can we make it still to the quarters? I will catch you soon with more reaction from this and plenty more to come on the channel, of course. Thank you indeed for tuning in tonight and for all of your support. We will keep going. We will hope that our Champions League run is not over yet. But until next time, guys, as always, Visca, El Barça.